Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. It's looking like shit's about to get real, man. This dude is literally has Nezuko at his mercy, and there's nothing Tanjiro can do about it because he's being restricted by the other Hashira. I don't know what the hell's going to happen. I mean, if Nezuko acts out, she's going to die. Then again, it's Nezuko, and she's been hypnotized to think that all humans are her family, and also to protect her family from demons. Even the Grand Master said that it was okay for Nezuko to exist. But yet, this guy right here especially is adamant in the doubt. He's like, no, she's a demon and she needs to die.
My little prediction, we'll see if it comes true, but I think she's going to look at him, look over and see Tanjiro being held down by people and run out and push them off of him. And the fact that she just ignored the dude who was just stabbing her to do that, is going to make them all be like, huh. Because I think that's going to be her first reaction if she looks over and sees them holding Tanjiro down.
Well, if she runs towards them outside in the sun, she's going to die.
Yeah, that's true, too. So maybe she could, run until she touches the sun, then, recoil back and just stand there, yelling at them outside, you know?
Yeah.
And then he's going to be like, attack me, you know? And she's going to ignore him to just be like, ah, at the ones that are outside.
Yeah.
Holding him down. The
thing is, my first impressions of the Hashira is that some of them are very adamant in their desire to destroy demons. Others are very, I'm not going to say lackadaisical, but more restrained with their want and desire to kill. I don't know if there's any of them out there who seek to not destroy demons, but instead seek to solve the demon problem. Muzan Kibutsuji. He is the apex of the problem. And now I think, now that they realize that Tanjiro has had an interaction with Muzan, I think maybe this effectively could be their first steps into solving the main problem of the entire series. Mm-hmm. And like you said, this series actually ran pretty short. Someone told you that the manga has actually ran its course, and it seems like the next season is going to be the last season. In which, if that's the case, then damn.
I don't know how far this is in terms of the manga so far. But
me neither, but
I don't know how long the manga was being written before this started.
Me neither, but hey, at least it's not like Bleach or Naruto where it ran for or One Piece. God, One Piece. 21
the conversations
years.
Like we've had on Discord, people have mentioned that nowadays they're trying not to be kind of like they used to be with the Shonen Jump anime and stuff, where they would start it as soon as that manga was picking up popularity, without giving them time to have enough content so that they didn't get ahead with the anime.
Sort of the Game of Thrones scenario.
And so now they're giving it a little more time for, if they're going to make an anime based off of something, for it to have enough content for them to not have to do all kinds of filler and everything.
But anyway, we have some demon slaying to get to, so let's get it up here. This is Hashira Meeting, episode 23 of Demon Slayer Season 1. Here we go. Oh, she sees it.
どうした鬼来いよ
強く押さえすぎです少し緩めてください
動こうとするから抑えているだけだが
Oh.
Oh shit.
Damn. Think back.
Are we about to get some sort of explanation as to why she might be like she is?
Maybe. Or this is maybe just her recalling things.
Or just a reminder of that.
That's the hypnosis he used.
Yeah.
Showing her her family and the one family member she has left, her older brother Tanjiro. Whew.
She's like, I won't hurt you, but I don't like you.
She's like, you stabbed me like 4 times. You can go fuck yourself.
品津川様に3度刺されていました
3
が
times, okay.
目の前に血まみれの腕を突き出されても我慢して噛まなかったです。
禰豆子が人を襲わないことの証明ができたね。それでもまだ禰豆子のことを快く思わない者もいるだろう。証明しなければならない。これから炭治郎と禰豆子が鬼殺隊として戦えること。
声、この人の声のせいで頭がふわふわするのか。
12気づきを倒しておいで。そうしたらみんなに認められる。
There's 11 of them now.
Well, yeah.
There might be 10 if the other guy never got replaced too. So.
True, true.
当然抜きん出た才能がある。血を吐くような鍛錬で自らを叩き上げて視線をくぐり、12気づきをも倒している。さねみ、おばない。あまり下の子に意地悪をしないこと。
Yeah, that's what I thought. She's just like, you're a mean person.
And all of a sudden, the little middle finger just goes,
Yeah.
just like rears its head.
下がっていいよ。
私の屋敷でお預かりいたしましょう。
Hi.
中合会議を始め。
Damn it.
親方様のお話を遮ったら
Quiet, go.
一郎くん、やっぱり男の子ね。かっこいいわ。
早く下がって。
玉代さんによろしく。
ちょっと待って。
He knows her.
玉代さんの名前が。
喋んないで。あんたのせいで怒られたでしょ。
殺すかと思ったわ。
柱すごい怖いんだよ。ごめんくださいませ。そうだ、つぐ子の方だ。お名前は
つぐ子。
つゆりかなお様だ。
最終選別の時の子だ。
ゆうべかなお様に踏んづけられたことを忘れてんな。
Yeah, he got stomped after fighting off multiple demons and almost dying. So yeah.
お屋敷に上がってもよろしいですか。よろしいですかね。どなたですか。ご長様に。
隠しの方ですか。怪我人ですね。こちらへどうぞ。
5回飲むの？1日に？何ヶ月間飲み続けるのこの薬。これ飲んだら飯食えないよ。すげえ苦いんだけど辛いんだけど。
Tranquilizer dart to the back of the neck.
説明は何度もしましたでしょ。いい加減にしないと縛りますからね。
Tie him up and gag him. That's not Tanjiro. Well, actually, he's grabbing his leg.
ちょっと離れろよ。俺関係ない。
なんかちっちゃくないか。
Oh.
くぼになりかけたからさ。俺今すごい手足が短いの。
村田さんは見なかったか。
村田って人は知らんけど、伊之助なら隣にいるよ。
気づかなかった。
How did you not notice the dude with the warhead laying there?
ごめんな。助けに行けなくて。
いいよ。気にしないで。
なんか喉潰れてるらしいよ。
え？
詳しいことよくわかんないけど、首をこうガッとやられたらしくて、それで最後自分で大声出したのがとどめだったみたいで、落ち込んでんのかすごく丸くなっててめちゃくちゃ面白いんだよな。
ごめんね。弱くて。
I guess he's been humbled a bit too.
Yeah.
これで大丈夫だ。この部屋は禰豆子が使ってくれていいって。ナタグの山ではだいぶ痛めつけられちゃった。かなり痛い。正直相当痛い。山では俺を守ってくれてありがとう。
鱗滝さんも富岡さんも俺たちのために命を懸けていてくれただなんて、親方様に禰豆子と俺の命助けてもらったようなものだからな。どういう人なんだろう。
Aw, she's all tuckered out.
兄ちゃんが必ず人間に戻してやるからな。
皆の報告にあるように、鬼の被害はこれまで以上に増えている。人々の暮らしがかつてなく脅かされつつあるということだね。
大使の質が信じられないほど落ちている。ほとんど使えない。
昼間のガキはなかなか使えそうだがな。死なず側に派手な一撃を入れていたし、見込みがある。
それにしてもあの少年は入隊後間もなく12気づきと遭遇しているとは、引く力が強いように感じる。
これだけ加減の碁が大きく動いたということは、ナタグモ山近辺に無残はいないのだろうね。死んでいった者たちのためにも我々がやることは一つ。今ここにいる柱は戦国の時代始まりの呼吸の剣士以来の精鋭たちが揃ったと私は思っている。私の子供たち皆の活躍を期待している。鬼仏寺無惨、何としてもお前を倒す。お前は必ず私たちが。
I'm guessing Wuzan probably did that to him.
Probably. I don't know. It's strange. Okay, so yeah, just preview the next episode. There usually aren't very many after credit scenes in this episode, or in this show rather. So Tanjiro, I guess the biggest point that was proven in this is that Nezuko just has a grip on it. She has like a full grip on her demonic tendencies. I mean, because she could have just tried to kill that dude and eat him, but she had every right to, but she didn't. Also, Tanjiro wanting to headbutt that guy, I can 100% agree with that, because, dude's kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Overall, though, I mean...
So how much of the season do we have left again?
There's 3 more after this episode.
Okay.
And then that's it. So
I'm trying to guess, what could happen and what's left.
Well, I think... Well, first off, they need to forge Tanjiro a new sword.
Yeah.
I mean, and...
So I think he's probably going to be training with them for most of the rest of the first season, if I had to guess.
I think so. I think, if anything, he'll probably train under Tomioka, because...
And then we're probably going to get cliffhangered with him coming across, one of the next 12.
Either that, or it'll be him departing from here after receiving enough training under Tomioka or the fire guy, because where now he can use the fire dance ability, he will probably receive fire training as well, like how to properly use it. I don't know. And also, his sword, I'm wondering if, now that he has the fire ability, if that's not going to change the color of the blade to a red or something like that. Because the blade changes as soon as it's held by its user. And he had the deep black blade at first, but now that he's got the fire ability, I mean, it may turn red. And that one dude who makes the swords may finally get to see a red sword. He'll just be like, I've waited so long to see this. A red sword. And it's yours. If you break it, I swear to God, I will kill you. because I guarantee he's going to hear that Tanjiro's sword broke, and he's just going to be like, how could you break my masterpiece? It was perfect. How could you? And then he's like, I'll make you another one, but only if you promise not to break it. And if you do, I will break you. Ugh. And then there's also...
He's going to be like, why don't you make it a little less breakable this time? And he's going to be like, what did you say?
Nothing. Don't mind me. Mm-mm. Well, and since it's forged out, I mean, you can't break it down and reconstitute it into a billet and make a new and make the same sword, make a new sword from the old sword effectively, because how katanas are made, it's not really possible to do that. So you can do that with straight up billet made swords, like a claymore or something like that. If a claymore or a knight's sword breaks, you can do that. You can reconstitute the pieces together and reforge them together into a billet. But a katana where the core is where it's there's two types of steel in it. There's shirogane and there's I know that kirigane is the heart of the sword. That's the core, which is more soft steel so that it can have a little bit of give to it. Whereas shingane is the blade. That's the most rigid and the hardest part. Like the exterior has to be shingane, and the internals have to be kirigane. And it's not really possible to do that unless you redo like the process like a lot of times. In which by then, you've already mixed the steels together, and then next thing you know, you get on the fault line when you're fighting somebody and the sword breaks. It's the unfortunate thing. But
it's a delicate process to making one of those, apparently.
Oh, it is. It is. I mean, there's this one Japanese sword maker who still makes it the traditional way. And in order to do it perfectly, he literally like stares into the fire as the blade is in there, and he like very slowly pulls it out. And if the color of the steel is not right, he'll put it back in, and then he'll notice like spots of it that are like yellow or orange or red, and he'll actually like turn them over and like reheat it up. And then as he's pulling it out, he'll actually like rake it across the coals to like try and get more friction on there in the heat. And then he'll pull it out, and as soon as he pulls it out, he has them they put it in a straightener, and they try and straighten it as it comes out, as it's cooling, and then they sharpen it after that. And he said it himself, after doing it for more than 50 years, he has never made a perfect sword. Never. The closest he's ever gotten was when he was at his peak in the 1970s. But he said like back then he was making like 8s and 9s like no problem. But nowadays, with his old age and fewer people showing up to apprentice under him, he's lucky if he can get an 8 again. But this one British guy showed up who was like really big into like katanas and everything, and he really wanted to make a katana, and he would like follow the dude's instructions verbatim when he was assisting him. And the old man was just like, "This is the first time in a long time I can safely say we have made a solid 9. And you're really good at this. You are really good." And like the British guy was really taken aback by it. He's like, thank you, arigato gozaimasu. Just really respectful, because that's a dying art form, dude. It's a dying art. Nobody does it anymore. And those old timers that still do it, I give nothing but props to them. Mad respect all the way through. All right, well, anyway, enough of my ranting and raving about katanas. I just love katanas. They're my favorite ancient sword by far. But anyway, until next time, everybody, signing off. I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you in the next one, everybody. Peace out.